Hey, theme park nerds, it already feels like the Monstrous Summer event because where I'm at, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
And here on the West Coast, where it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, it's time for the monsters in the
Monstrous
summertime.
Summer, limited time magic, which is really happening all summer.
Hey, this one actually is a limited time on May 24th for 24 hours. You can be at Disneyland again or Disney Magic Kingdom. It's the second time they've done it. The last time was during the Leap Day, the Disney Get One More Day.
Leap Day rocked.
Exactly. Leap Day Williams, awesome. And so this year, they're kicking off their biggest limited time magic thing of the summer. It's the Monstrous Summer, which is going to start with 24 hours of Disneyland and Magic Kingdom. And all sorts of other fun things that are Monster University related because that's going to be successful. We have the Monster Rail at Disney World, the Laugh Floor at Disney World being updated in Magic Kingdom. There's going to be more meet and greets with Mike and Sully. And at Disneyland, they're going to be open.
Both parks are going to be open at Disneyland Resort in California. I'm pretty excited because I actually won't get to take part in any of the festivities. However,
after what seemed like a bit of a crowd disaster opportunity at Disneyland for the Leap Day, where everybody's saying there was somewhere around 125,000 people in the parks for that 24-hour period. The roads were shut down. The parking garage was filled. There was just seas of humanity. I'm not going anywhere near Disneyland on the 24th of May because everybody else will already be there.
I think with everything that they learned the first time around, I would totally go. However, I live in the Midwest, and I'm actually getting married. So
not in May. That's in October.
However, not in May, but in October, we're going honeymooning it up. It's gonna be great. But I think this is a great opportunity to promote something that doesn't need promoted, but at the same time make just a dump truck more money right before the busy summer season hits. So let's talk about Florida for just a hot minute. They currently already have the Monster University monorail wrap. It's monorail teal, I believe, is what monorail that has the wrap on it. Basically, it looks like it's the Monster University with all the different monsters kind of having a party inside the monorail is kind of what it looks like. They got banners up and signs and different things. That looks fun. I believe that's on the resort monorail, correct? Because it's only the Magic Kingdom in Florida that'll be open.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, so they probably didn't do it. Because it makes sense, it's probably going to be the Epcot line.
It makes sense, but they have the Mike Wazowski thing on Epcot, Spaceship Earth, but that's not open.
Well, let's talk about Mike Wazowski on Spaceship Earth because that's
Mike Wazowski.
That's gotten a few mixed reactions online. I think the projection itself very cool. I mean, it's full motion video on the back of Spaceship Earth. It seems like it's normally following Illuminations. It's very cool. If you want to go to the Disney World website, it's every time you click on the Monstrous Summer, that's the video that comes up. But it's in Epcot. Like, why is Mike Wazowski at Epcot, and why is he of all places on Spaceship Earth? We all learned from the hand on top of Spaceship Earth that the Disney purists, the Disney fans, don't particularly like messing with Spaceship Earth. And now there's a monster on it, which is, I mean, it's flat out, it's a marketing campaign. So, what are your thoughts on Mike Wazowski and Epcot?
There's a monster on it, but we're not using that park for the 24-hour thing. But there is a monster on it, and the Monstrous Summer is one.
Yeah, and that's just confusing. Like, I mean, granted, you can't project Mike Wazowski on the castle and have the same effect, but
you could do a Mike Wazowski doing the funny things like falling, bouncing around the castle. I mean, they could project anything.
Or they could show him in the Laugh Floor. You know, the ride that
which they do, which we're going to throw in there in Florida, the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which is also anagrammed as M.I.L.F.
Go ride M.I.L.F. at Magic
M.I.L.F.
Kingdom.
Not Millennium Force, Cedar Point people, M.I.L.F. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. They apparently did some upgrades to the jokes, so it's not the same. There was like 6 shows that you could see. I think I've seen maybe 3 of them. But for the most part, they're the same jokes plus whatever jokes you send them, which is always fun. But apparently they've got some new material. They updated a little bit. I think the graphics are staying the same, but for the most part,
I think they upgraded from a PS2 to a PS3.
Ooh.
Here's my other question with all of this.
Florida, they're getting the monorail. They're getting the Laugh Floor update. They have Mike Wazowski on a thing that's not even a park that'll be open for 24 hours, but it's a thing, and it's a thing. I'm sure all the parks will have that special merchandise. I'm sure I can go to France and get a friggin' beret or something that has a monster printed on it.
With a beret.
So in California, I can just go hang out at the 2 parks and have a wonderful time. Was there any more?
That's the thing. Okay, they have a Monsters Inc. ride at California Adventures. Monsters Incorporated, Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Not listed on the website as doing anything special. Not a focus on anything. It's the Monstrous Summer. They're going to college, or they're flashing back to college. I'm not really sure. But point of story, there's a ride at California Adventure based on these characters. Did they forget? Like, did they just forget that it was there because they just built Watercolor and Mermaid and Cars Land and all that they just kind of forgot that they had already done Monsters, Mike and Sully to the Rescue forever ago?
In the great earthquake of January 2013 that happened in Hollywood Land at California Adventure, that attraction broke off into the Enchanted Sea and has never been seen since.
What?
You weren't aware of these things? The time is now. Monstrous Summer. It's happening in Florida and California. Florida, it seems to be huge because they have a whole lot more crap to do. California, I feel like they'd rather be doing some kind of crazy rave. That was all the hype the past 2 years, and apparently that was a lot of fun.
New thought. Because, California Adventure is the park now of the Crazy Rave. That is there ever since Glowfest, Electronica, Mad Tea Party. Where's the Monster College Rave? Like, this movie is supposed to be about monsters in the university. What better to have a big, giant, crazy party than a university setting? And on top of that, you just so happen that all the places you keep having your rave parties are in front of the attraction that is based around the characters in the movie that you're partying about. Where's the monster rave?
I don't think that they could do that one. Tron was more adult-ish. It had that techno feel. It did
drunken kids in Sully costumes.
Alice in Wonderland was
the streets of Hollywood.
Alice in Wonderland was that crazy Tim Burton crap that I couldn't sit through. It was what it is, but it made more sense being a crazy rave at the end of the day. Monsters University is another Pixar film that still has Billy Crystal and John Goodman doing the voices for it, and there's going to be a lot of fart jokes in there. I don't think this is something that you want to have its own alcoholic drink.
But what if I do? What if I want to drink something green and delicious out of Mike Wazowski's head and then have it taste fuzzy like Sully?
I can see it happening now that you mention it. But it's weird.
I've been to Mad Tea Party. That's pretty weird. There's a guy with bunny ears.
That's pretty weird.
Glow.
But it's supposed to be weird. It goes with the whole Tim Burton crazy weird theme.
Yeah, because
same with Tron. Electronica was exactly what it needed to be. It was high tech. It was crazy. There was the laser dude. There was drinks.
Laser Man was awesome.
You could go into Flynn's arcade and play the games, and I don't see it happening, but I wouldn't put it past them.
What?
Did you just come up with that, by the way? That was smart. You're good.
Copyrighted. It's on the internet. You know I did it. Ha! So now it won't happen. How Monsters Incorporated, the area in front of Monsters Incorporated, Mike and Sully to the Rescue, is the official California Adventure raver hangout now. And Muppet Vision, at some point is going to be playing a 3D preview to Monsters University because they don't let that theater play Muppets for more than 2 shows. Are they?
But there's nothing going on at Disneyland?
No, that's the best part.
Disneyland Park?
They don't care. They're just going to be open. They're just like, we got to stay open for 24 hours? Fine. Power up, Indy.
Indy, if they could find a way to just hide a Mike and Sully inside
One of the
Indy,
skulls, one of the skeletons in the skeleton room just needs to be a monster. Go, that would be awesome. Or
no, where the rat projection on the screen, on the mist screen, just make it them just waving. You just drive through them.
That'd be the worst thing ever, but so good.
And then they
better idea. Stay with me. We all know how much of a roaring success Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy is. Space Mountain Monster Galaxy.
I hate it. I hate it. What would they do? What are they going to do?
It'll just be Mike Wazowski's like dancing on the dome. It'll be great.
Like, you just, like, well, do you have, like, a bus that just says Monsters University and, like, a graphic of them just, like, driving around?
Yeah, right as you're going up to the third lift, there's just this big old Monsters University bus. You just, like, come around that, where the Asteroid FedEx logo used to be. Then you go up, and then all the projections where the swirling nebulas and stuff are, it's just Mike Wazowski dancing. To Randy Newman music.
What I say they're actually going to do is on Astro Orbiters, they're just going to have, like, a Sully character just ride the ride all night.
Matterhorn, take out the Yeti. It's all Sully.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
I like that. It's probably the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
It'd be Wazowski scares the entire time. It'd be great. What else could we redo?
Bengal Barbecue.
Bengal Barbecue just eating people. Pirates of the Monsters University.
No, now you're getting too much.
Haunted Monsters.
Well, that's all we have for this short that ended up being 40 minutes long. You guys,
Monstertopia.
You know what? If you haven't liked us
Casey
on Facebook
Jr. Monster
yet,
Train.
then
It's a Small Monster.
Go like us on Facebook. We need some friends on Facebook. Go like us on Facebook. Follow
Peter
us on
Monster's
Twitter.
Daring
We're awesome.
Adventure.
We tweet like 3 times.
Dumbo the Flying Monster.
Follow our blog because Mike pretty much
Pinocchio and the Monster Journey. Snow White's Monsters Adventure.
Anyways, you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.
Buzz Lightyear Monster Spin.
With more crazy talk, fun stuff.
Innovenge Monster.
Tweet us. Tell us what you want to talk about. Have a great week, guys.
Star Monster. Monster Tours.